Good morning. Out here this morning, taking in the cows here on the 6th of September, and it's a beautiful, bright morning. And so just apologies for before I start. I have a touch of a sore throat, so my voice might be a little bit more huskier than normally. And I suppose when I am talking, I'd really love for you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate all the support I get and all the people that would that views it, and I love your comments. So please keep the comments coming in. And along with that is maybe in the past I didn't maybe answer all the comments. I've better organised now and I can understand YouTube much better. So I'd really appreciate all the support I get. And any is that's interested, I have another channel over as well. It's a farm retirement channel. It's about succession and all that. So any is that's interested in that, maybe hop over to Ashlawn Farm and Ashlawn Farm Retirement. So getting back to what I'm on here this morning about. This week as well, we moved the heifers from the home farm over to Moydrehan. Just the yearling heifers. The Springer heifers we didn't go because we have a lot of yearling heifers, and the heifers are quite strong because we switched from winter calving to spring calving, and the heifers that we have are born this time last year and they're yearlings, and there's a few, 3 or 4 more there than we actually want. But at the moment the market for Frisian stock is quite poor, so we're not going to sell them. We'll probably put them into half and do a heavier cull next year on the herd. Now, Jenna is not exactly sure what we're going to do. If we get somebody to buy them, we'll buy them, and if not, we will do a heavier cull with the cows. So that's what we're doing now on the farm. We're planning here to make sure that we have enough of grass for the back end, and that we're able to get the cows, we're able to keep the cows out until mid-November anyways. And we're not sure when we'll have start feeding silage, but we don't want to feed silage certainly in September, and if we can avoid later feeding in October, it'd be brilliant. So we're able to get into November. I'd say this year we probably will, because of so many stale cows that they are to be drying off, and the demand for them will be much lower. But now this time of year, not only you're planning for the autumn, but you're planning for next spring to be able to set up your paddocks that you have grass early for the cows to turn them out in mid-February. So next year we will have a lot of cows calving in January, February. Most of the cows will be calving in the middle of February. So we'll have a big demand for grass. So we have to really think about that as well and plan that going forward. So we can't keep the cows out. If you keep them out too late at this end, they're in longer in the spring. So there's only so many grazing days you get in the year, particularly on our farm. And all farms the same, but our farm can be a bit slow in the spring. It works much better when it comes to May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So we need to make sure that we have built up a bit of grass over the winter, that we have enough of grass to let the cows out in the spring. So you're all the time looking ahead and planning where the cows are going to go, and the grass, and particularly there's a couple of paddocks that we have are inclined to be wet, and they can't be grazed. You might be able to graze them in February, but sometimes February can be a much drier month than even March or April. So it's always a watching game of where you can let the cows out and the amount of grass they're going. But you need to be always planning ahead. There's no point in scratching your head in January saying, oh God, where's the cows going to go? You have to start planning now, and when we're closing off and all the rest. So yeah, we had a couple of cows in at the mart yesterday as well. With 4 cows we sold the mart. They were probably weren't the most heaviest conditions of cows. They were just brought straight out of the parlour and sold We didn't want to give them any time. We don't like having cull cows around the place because we like just to have cows that's producing milk. We're not in the business of producing beef. And along with that is we have a herd test the week after next, same week as the ploughing. And a lot of our neighbours and surrounding farms has TB, so we'd be a little bit concerned that when we do the test we could have a reactor or a couple of reactors, and that means we can't sell our cull cows to the mart, and we don't want to be carrying extra stock coming into the winter because number one, there's no money in them, and number two, they're robbing the feed from the dairy cows. We focus very much on the feed that goes into the animals is that comes out in milk. So the only valuable animals we have is the milking cows and the in-calf heifers. The cull cows is to go out the gate as quick as we are finished them and let professional beef farmers buy them and let them finish them off and beef them as well as they can. So that's probably what's happening in the National Farm. Next week I think Kenneth is going away for a few days holidays, so I'll be here running the show myself. Look at that, for a beautiful sunset this morning, or sunrise this morning. Look at that. That's a daisy you love farming. That's for a beautiful skyline across there. So I best put these cows in, get started milking. Well, Kenneth will start milking. I'm doing maintenance on the scrapers that I'll probably do a video of as well, of what has to be done on the farm. So anyways, listen, thanks again for everybody that looks at my videos, and thanks to everybody that subscribes and the comments.